justice served, or justice in the line of fire. In 1996, Ria Wolmerans was brutally murdered in what appeared to be a sordid love triangle. Mariette Bosch, Ria's best friend, was branded her murderer. Within a year of the murder, Mariette married the widower Tini Wolmerans. 4 years later, Mariette was convicted and in secret and undue haste, hanged by the Botswana government. These are the facts. But several unanswered questions point to the possibility that Mariette may have been a victim herself, caught in the crossfire of hidden agendas. Could there have been a mysterious mastermind behind it all? Someone who orchestrated a devious plot to eliminate both women in order to gratify his own selfish needs.
I've made a promise to her that the truth shall be revealed one day. And Mariette, I know that you hear me. I know that you're here with us, with God. I shall keep that promise. And I love you.
A web of intrigue has cast a dark shadow over the ordinary lives of two middle-class families. No one could foresee that their everyday existence would be shattered by a tragedy. Close investigation into the private lives of the characters reveals, amongst other things, Tini's suicide attempt, an alleged previous attempt on Ria's life, the controversy surrounding Mariette's execution. The list continues to grow. This program's aim is not to judge, but to expose the dramas still unfolding in this ongoing saga, and to conduct a post-mortem on the lives of the two women who were once best friends. The crew for this investigative documentary has been handpicked. Our presenter, Sandra Prinsloo, famous actress and star of The Gods Must Be Crazy, has had an illustrious career. Sandra has her own talk show on South African television and is regarded as a doyen of the theatre and entertainment sphere in South Africa. Dr. Mickey Pistorius, psychologist, world-renowned profiler and crime author, who's participated in more than 30 serial killer investigations in South Africa, joins our crew. As many people are intimidated by the presence of a profiler, it was decided to introduce her as production secretary, a position from where she could unobtrusively observe and analyze the unfolding process and comment upon later.
See the other one as well.
Her image was changed to fit that of the production secretary, and she was given the pseudonym Michelle.
Yeah, it's nice though.
The main characters in the saga are Tini Wolmerans, Ria Wolmerans, Tini's first wife and the victim, Tini and Ria's children, Mariana, Marena and Peter, all young adults. Mariette Bosch, who was convicted and sentenced to death for the murder of her best friend Ria. Mariette's first husband, Justin Bosch, who died in a car accident in 1995. Mariette and Justin's 3 children, Anton and Charmaine, both adults, and their teenage daughter, Sune. Ria's 2 sisters, Laurette and Anne. And Mike and Christa Bosch, Mariette's in-laws. Other players are Marampa, of the World of Christ Ministries in Gaborone, who counseled Mariette during her last weeks in prison. Mrs. Alice Mohwe of Ditswanelo, Botswana Human Rights Centre. Then there's the legal team. Family attorney, Mr. Chris du Plessis. First defence attorney, Advocate Edward Fasole Luke. And the last defence attorney, Mr. Khafela. And then the British barristers, Advocate Desmond da Silva and Mrs. Anne Schofield. There's Advocate Brian Spilk and the prosecutor, Mr. Unoda Mack.
Listen.
Then there's Mr. Evans Brown, a hypnotist who spoke to Mariette during the trial, and Dr. Louise Willifeith, the psychologist who evaluated Mariette. There's also well-known South African journalist Frans Kemp, who established a good relationship with Tinnie when he covered the case, and Mr. Derek James, a stringer for the BBC. The last player is Mr. Henny Kutsia, manager of Kwena Rokla, where Ria worked, who refused to be interviewed. During pre-production, our production team met with resistance from certain key players.
Okay, now I'm going to
Some, it seemed, would prefer to let sleeping dogs lie, and some parties were reticent in coming forward for fear of embarrassing the Botswana government, particularly with regard to the sensitive and controversial events that surrounded Mariette's sudden execution.
Let me just try. I mean, I don't know. I might get... No.
After extensive preparation, the moment arrives for the team to depart for Botswana. All interviews have been confirmed, and then finally they set off on their journey to uncover the missing motive for the murder. On their way to Botswana, Dr. Mickey Pistorius sketched various scenarios for the possible motives for the murder. After 3 weeks of pre-production, the investigative team was determined to discover the events surrounding this drama. Reality was soon to set in as they neared the Botswana border. The next day, they commenced interviewing the first players in this as yet unsolved mystery. They wanted to find out more about Ria Wolmarans, the woman who married Tinnie. So far, little is known about the victim who was so brutally murdered. Ria had led a seemingly normal, happy family life until Mariette Bosch entered the scene, an event which would change the course of Ria's life. For the first time, Ria's sisters, Laurette and Anne, agree to provide background information on Ria. They've never spoken out before, not even during the trial.
Hallo, Laurette. Hallo, Sandra. Hoe gaan dit?
Nee, kan nie kla nie.
Dis mooi. Dit is Michelle. And what was your sister like as a child and as a young woman?
She was a perfectionist and she always a bit dominant, but we got along very well.
I was told that she was a really no-nonsense woman, very straightforward, and spoke her mind.
Yes, that's Ria. That's Ria. She wanted to say something, she said it. And she didn't take nonsense from nobody.
And what was the marriage like between Tinnie and Ria?
In the early days, very happy. Very happy, but I don't know, I can't really put my finger on when things really started going wrong. Because he always used to seem very happy about things and...
Apparently Ria wanted a divorce just before she was murdered.
When they were cleaning the house,